This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Well, it's like this simple, a boring day is turned into a mystery of kidnapping. But where shall it lead? Let's find out. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. In the last episode, we started on a bright, shiny day. Okay, sorry, that's a lie. Foggy day in good old London, and looks like Sherlock Holmes was a little bit bored, but all of a sudden, a patient of Watson's had some issues, and we went to check it out. It looks like his manservant or boy servant or whatever has gone missing, apparently kidnapped. Let's find out if we can find out where he's gone or something. So, talk to the paper boy.
There's a good lad. How does it go?
Hello, sir.
My associate, Sherlock Holmes, said you might have information for him about, now, what was it?
The princess, Gov. He was looking for the scuttlebutt on this here princess what be visiting. Exciting goings on. Her bodyguard went missing the first morning after she got here. Nice job to look after a princess's body, innit, sir? They say he went out on the town having a go with the ladies, if you get my meaning. Like as not, he was trapped by some gang of toughs. Otherwise, who'd get the best of him? A proper giant he was by all accounts. Do I get me coins then, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. Obliged, I'm sure.
Alright, so it looks like, the princess's bodyguard, which we found out is getting kidnapped, which I don't know what this has to do with this current mystery, but apparently Sherlock was interested in it. So let's head to the bookstore to get some information. See if anyone says anything. No, I don't think so. Dude, dirt, nope. I said in most cases, I wonder if we can talk to these guys as Watson.
Doctor?
Dr. Watson, is there any news?
Nope. Just working on the situation. So okay. Anyway, yeah. Right now we're playing as Watson. So if you want to take a look at what he looks like while he's walking around, yeah, I just use the same model. But it's faster to use first-person mode. So, it's a little puppers, little pug. Not a fan of. I'll admit I'm not the fan of small dogs because they're too yappy for me. But you know, not saying I can't be nice to them. You know.
Good morning. Has your sprain improved?
Good morning, Dr. Watson. It is slowly showing improvement. What can I do for you?
Would you happen to have a book on the Maoris?
If I have one available, it would be on that bottom shelf. Although I'm not sure if I still have that particular book.
Please don't trouble yourself. I will look for it.
Alright, yeah, we can find it. Can we actually click on that plant like we could as Holmes? Nope. Okay. I mean, I know exactly what I need to do, but it doesn't mean I can't take a double check, so.
Did you find what you needed?
No, not yet. I know where it is, but. Yeah, really not much to really. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of stuff to interact with in this game. Like, basically, it's stuff that's important to the plot, and that's pretty much it, so, oh well. People at the Earth's End. It is important to realize that Maoris created peculiar pictorial writings in the soil in order to express much more than simple artistic emotions. First, one must recognize that dreams are the center of the Maoris' spiritual basis. According to ancient tribal dogma, all men live in a vast universal dream world, and our individual dreams represent our communion with invisible sacred spirits, which are all around us. When a Maori has a particularly notable dream, with prophetic or moral value, he draws important moments of his dream in a symbolic fashion on the soil. The drawing is interpreted by the tribal shaman, who can order a radical change in tribal life depending on what the dream tells him about the future. His behavior may seem incredible to those born in the civilized world. We require substantial fact and cogitation. Is that really how it's pronounced? Cogitation? Sometimes too much before changing important aspects of our lives, but our scientific observations over the last 10 years reveal several interesting things. Whoops. First and foremost, not all Maori dreams do inspire these drawings. Secondly, when drawings are made, few are found to have true symbolic meaning or events that will affect tribal life. Thus, these prophetic occurrences are quite rare. Furthermore, as mentioned earlier, in these wild and inhospitable lands, the interpretation of a dream as prophesizing great change is, and there's one picture there, is unlikely to be a great shock. As nature does a little half-heartedly in such places, the shaman is going to understand that if a particular spirit condescended to send a message to his people via dream, it is a matter of their very survival. Thus we arrive at the following conclusion. Has not our sophisticated Western world dampened these same primitive people's senses and ourselves, deeming them, wrongly in my opinion, lowly and unworthy? For can we, with all our scientific tools and superior knowledge, foresee the many disasters that hail down on us with the same reliability? If the apocalypse must happen one day, I am sure that the first warning signs will not be found in our august scientific or governmental corridors, but in the lone drawings of a naked illiterate aborigine in the fine soil of the bush. Perhaps he will have time to seek shelter for his people. As for us, yeah, and that's it. Interesting. Well, that gives us an idea anyway, so, alright, let's go back to Holmes. I don't think there's anything else we can get here.
Good day.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Ah, so pleasant.
Oh, yes. Doctor, farewell. Love is cruel indeed.
Well, what do you mean by that? That's kind of random.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, it's like, okay, what's this about love now? What? Anyway. Let's go see Holmes. And give him the news about the drawings. So it has to be about dreams. So he felt he had a prophetic dream. So perhaps he did, perhaps he didn't. Have anything else to say, Paperboy?
The Strand! The Strand! By the Strand!
Francis Bushman? Something? Lincoln? Whatever. Alright, upstairs we go. Holmes, I did it. I am a good little fetch quest boy.
Holmes, what on earth did you say to Barnes to put him in such a state?
Not now, Watson. Although I'm sure this bit of news is most significant, it must wait. We are piecing together a singular affair. This abduction story is much more complex than it appears. As I noted before, our next move is to locate the place of employment for one of the villains who abducted the young Maori. What part of London would such a man call home?
Yeah, and for whatever reason in this game, instead of giving us a choice, we actually have to type in what the answer is on this case. So you can type in 3 words, or 1 of 3 words would work. I forgot how it works if you don't actually know what to type in, but most places would be either from the dock, wharf, or the Thames. So we'll just type in dock.
Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
You can also type in wharf. Oops.
Yes, Watson, there is little room for doubt. Our man is a bargeman who works at the Thames River wharfs. He is more precisely employed to transport and handle fish brought in by various ships. Our next step is obvious. We must find a cab and make haste to the Thames, near the warehouses.
Yeah, Tim's would have said the same thing. So anyway, let's open up the map. And we go to the wharf number 13.
Why did we come here, Holmes? Brr, it's rather sinister here, and so cold.
Precisely, Watson. Ah, good. Here's a pub. We can warm ourselves inside.
Excellent, Holmes.
Alright, so now we're back in control of Holmes, as you can see here. And we can walk around. I mean, might as well go into the pub, but let's take a quick look around, see what we can see, just to look at the map in general. Yeah, you can go down to the pub area there. Wharf number 13. You would think with how superstitious a lot of Western cultures are, despite saying...
But where are you off to, Holmes?
But despite us being supposedly cultural and, you know, knowing better, we apparently the number 13 is still something we don't like putting on a lot of things, so I'm surprised they even had it here. Because even some buildings don't have 13th floors because we're so paranoid about 13 being an unlucky number. Even though that is only unlucky in like a lot of Western cultures. If you go to Eastern cultures, I forgot what number it is in each culture. It's not 13, but some other number that's considered unlucky. Like how white is an unlucky color or a scary color in like Japanese society because the whole white means usually represents death, that type of thing. So actually, I don't even really think there's really much to actually explore. Oh yeah, and oh, this must be the mechanic I'm talking. Oh, maybe it must be in the Arsene Lupin game because there was a feature in one of the games where the way Watson was programmed is he would just disappear and reappear like right behind you, the way it is coded. But I guess in this version of the game, he's just right behind you. Although I don't think I have the original version of the game. I think the original version of the game was always first person. So I might have a slightly modified version of that. I don't have the remastered version. I just have the 2007 version. But anyway, it was a meme online for the longest time where Watson would just like be somewhere, then you turn around and he'd just be like right behind you, all creepy like. So that's probably the original version of the game. They probably fixed it since then. But yeah, let's take a look at this place. Darts, different types of ships. They're probably famous pictures of ships because they use in the last game they would use a lot of well-known like pictures and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. This is private property. There's no entry here.
Oh, I can't just walk in and check things out. Are you sure? I can't just barge in? Link does it all the time.
I have no reason to go there.
Come on, man. Can't go upstairs. How about this old man?
Excuse me, sir. Could you...
I'm in no mind to talk. Leave me to my drink.
Alright, let's talk to the bartender. He looks like a dapper fellow.
Good day to you, sir. Could you serve up 2 of your best pints and some information, if you please?
My pleasure, sir. What can I do for you?
My friend and I are looking for a man who works one of the fishing boats at the docks. The name of the ship escapes me, but I do know for certain fact it has a coal-fed boiler.
In truth, there are dozens of such boats that lay anchor here every day. What can you tell me about the look of him?
Only that he is a robust man about this size, wearing iron soles.
Little help there. You've just described half of my customers. I have nothing for you. Here now, look for a man called Harper. He lives in a house not far from here, after the bridge near the warehouses. You can't go wrong finding his place. It has a large anchor painted on it.
Either way, I am in your debt. Please tell me, for curiosity's sake, what troubles your friend?
He's been waiting ever so long for a new wooden hand. It was to be here yesterday, but still no sign of it. He is quite low and has taken to the drink.
The devil, last night a nasty flea woke me, and me with only the hook on me scratching hand. And to add to me worries, imagine last summer I had worms.
Worms?
Yes, worms is what it was. A sudden attack in the middle of the night, again with only the one hand, and that blasted hook on the other. In me misery, I used the wrong hand. Lord, I was unable to so much as sit for 3 weeks.
Well, gentlemen, again, thank you. Have a nice day.
You know, if this wasn't such a serious game, that would be funny. Like the whole scratching yourself with your hook hand where the sun don't shine. That's pretty much what he did. Stop staring at me, Watson. Jesus. Anyway, let's get out of here. I don't think they have anything else to say.
Did you find old man Harper?
No.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to say for the rest of the game.
Excuse me, sir. Could you...
I'm in no mind.
Okay. Like whenever you yeah, that's creepy. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where he just like appears like behind you half the time. Anyway, let's do what the man said. Find this place with a wharf, or anchor, I mean. Yeah, now we can actually crack at the wall. Anyway, yeah, now we can actually go down this way, take a look around. Funny how efficiently fast we are if we're not like bound to the key and mouse situation. Let's just hide over here. Just duck down. I'll play hide and seek, Watson. Come join me. Yes, yes. No, just kidding. All right, anyway, let's get to it. This is a serious game about, you know, nightmares and stuff like that. So there it is. There's the house with the anchor on it. I remember this game being a little bit more like when I was younger, when I played this back in 2007. I remember this game being a bit more fuzzier. Maybe it's because it's, maybe my graphics card updated it a bit more. So, Now let's see what's inside this place.
No one is here.
I see. No one's there, huh?
This old rope seems intact. No trace of soot present.
Okay, so we need to get over there. And yeah, we found a rope over here for those curious. Rope. Yeah, we got rid of everything else, by the way. We didn't need it after a point, so. There's customs right there. Harbor Master. Register 1984, September 7th. Step traces at the warehouse 6. Is that O'Kelly or O'Reilly? I think that's O'Reilly. O'Reilly, the baby came to say to me that Sandra began giving birth and that she claims me. The boat is clear. You'll easily find registers not far. Philo. All right. See if there are any other random details that I can find. Probably not. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, this game tries to use the Silent Hill version of things where you can barely see stuff in the background. Because I remember it trying to be a bit foggier, so it's supposed to give off that like dark atmosphere. And yeah, in this game, there's not a whole lot of. There's more ambient sounds. Sometimes there'll be soundtracks depending on where we're at, like Holmes's office and stuff, or apartment or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, it's gonna be like quiet. Maybe you have to turn up the sound at some point if you can barely hear it. Because sometimes I'll turn down the music just to see. I mean, I know, like I said, I know where to go. I'm just kind of looking at everything just to see. Yeah, there's some. You can hear some ambient music in the background. So, and this place, I forgot how big this place was. Okay, well anyway, we have to go eventually through this place anyway. So, okay, well anyway, let's do the plot and then we'll come back. Spoil all that. So sorry about that. I was just kind of looking around just to kind of mess about, but this game's already going to be long enough as it is with the dialogue and reading books and stuff like that. So, besides, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, we need to get into the house. Let's go in here.
Excuse me for disturbing you, but I'm looking for a man named Mr. Harper. Do you know him? He lives just opposite you.
He gone. Boat.
Watson, I know this accent. These people are Nepalese, and as luck would have it, I am familiar with this dialect.
Nepalese? Holmes, are you sure?
Aho Nitra. Shigong se Nitra.
Nito. Bo Petro. Toro Mitro. Doka.
This woman says her family has suffered a grave misfortune. This altar is for her son, a lad of 16, who disappeared just 1 week ago.
Could he have run away to sea, or some other youthful adventure?
Il koga bratsen, but presindra kum.
Bo Petro. Toro Mitro. Ka. Waekta. Dorikoto. Nito. Tro. Petro.
She said a man was seen in the area making inquiries about her son and their family. The man worked at the docks and had a silver eye. Yes, exactly. He was a vile man with one silver eye. Malinhe gas. Sundre broket hado.
Odaliga. Toro Mitro. Ka. Petro. Doka. Nito. Waektorikota.
She also says her son's belongings are on this altar. She says we may examine them and take anything that might help find her son.
But what does this have to do with Captain Stenick's servant?
It's funny how they say Stenick when the subtitles it says Stenwick. So I guess the W is silent. Yeah, Holmes conveniently knows Nepalese. Who knew? I have no idea if that's actually Nepalese. They say it almost sounded like I heard repeating phrases, so I don't know if that's actually Nepalese and they just pretended to do it for the game. So you'll have to forgive me. It sounded a bit off to me, but I could be wrong. Yeah, but yeah, sorry, your kid. Apparently, these people are kidnapping foreign children. You know, Aborigine, Nepalese, you know, stuff like that. So let's take this thing here.
This is not Nepali. It looks like silver, but judging by the weight, it's a fake.
It's a fake! Alright, well, let's... Yeah. Pelican medallion, huh? Alright. Kids, anything? Nope. Hungry? Yep. Eat a Snickers.
Petro, Hidoka.
Yep. I don't know what that said. Anyway, I don't know what she said. Okay, well, let's go, but now let's actually go back into the, Sounded like that guy was moaning more than pretending to be sick, but okay. Let's hear his story.
Watson, it appears this young man is ill. Be a good man and see how serious it is.
Here now, my young man. Let's have a look at you. Oh, Holmes. This man isn't ill. He's drunk. He fairly reeks of alcohol.
It's not my fault. I swear it. My head. This gang of young toughs. They forced it on me. And then on top of it, they stole my parcel.
What's that? You say you were forced to drink. Explain this and spare no details.
Yesterday afternoon, I was given a parcel to deliver to an address not far from here. I was near the warehouse district when a gang of young lads attacked me. Before I could think, they drew knives and gave me a bottle, telling me if I valued my life, I better drink it all. Well, let me tell you, I drank without stopping. I became giddy, and then must have passed out. I remember nothing else, except waking up a moment ago, finding myself alone. My parcel gone.
But what could they have wanted, Holmes?
It's obvious, Watson. They were seeking some poor soul on whom to test their vile concoction. Tell me, could this bottle be the one they gave you?
I can't say. It could be. I feel ill just looking at it.
It has a unique flavor. Rather tasty, I might add. There's no mistaking my senses. This contains turnips. In fact, a liberal amount.
But where are you off to, Holmes?
Watson, it is time to seek out the distillers of this unique brew. If they are located in this district, they may have much to tell us.
So we need to find out who brewed it. Well, what place here would know about local brews? Well, back to the bar to get drunk. Yeah.
Oh, my aching head. I feel terrible.
Yeah, some people would be fine with being forced to drink, but not this guy. Well, actually, me either. I don't like drinking. I'm a teetotaler, or it's supposed to be teetotaler, but you know, it's spelled teetotaler. It's basically a person who just doesn't drink. So I have nothing against people that do. It's just I'm a boring sod like that, you know. Gotta find other things to entertain myself than making my mind basically inept. But anyway, let's head back to the Cursed Mermaid, which is... I forgot to show that off. As you can see there. Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Anyway.
Excuse me, sir.
Is you saying? Okay, never mind. You said the same
to
thing.
talk.
Okay, well anyway, talk to the man.
Hello to you again, sir. I won't waste time. We have discovered new details that may lead us to this elusive seaman. Most significantly, the man has a missing eye and wears a silver ball in its place.
By God, that can be no other than Dirty Summers. A nasty brute, that one.
Where could one find him?
He must have signed on with a ship, because he was here last night looking to hire some men.
How did he behave while he was here?
He gave me extra to secure the private table behind that curtain. During his time here, men of all sorts came and went seeking positions. However, he seemed nervous and fearful as his knife was unsheathed and ready the whole of the night.
May I examine this table behind the curtain?
Certainly, if it will help.
Alright, and this is one of the few times where you need to go into control mode to first-person mode to check out the table.
Have you found anything of importance, sir?
Otherwise, you won't be able to click on it. So, yeah, one of the few times you have to force yourself to go in this mode. So, which I prefer. It really just makes things a lot faster. Anchor, J. Simon, like Victor. I can't really tell. And then a bunch of symbols here.
These cuts seem quite recent. There are 4 symbols.
Huh. Okay, take a look at the symbols. Looks like a bird, maybe a skull. It's hard to really say. You know, it's one of those inkblot tests where it tells you what your personality is when you like what you first see when you see ink blots. You know, kind of it dictates like how your thought process works. But anyway, let's see if the guy has anything else to say before we go.
Have you found anything of importance, sir?
Okay, we did. So he has nothing to show us anymore. So let's get out of here. All right, let's go back to where the postman was. I don't know why why they stole his parcel. Maybe something in the parcel that they needed, other than forcing the man to drink. And I didn't even know alcohol could have turnips in it. I guess it could have a lot of things depending on the concoction. I'm not a moonshiner, so you know your guess is as good as mine. Alright, past this guy. He has nothing else to say for us, so. Okay, now we have to go to that one place that we saw the wooden planks at, which is over this way. Uh-oh. If we fall down, we'll be slightly inconvenienced.
That part of the warehouse seems an ideal place to hide, but it would be difficult for anyone to get there.
You know, you can see a bunch of turnips there. So, look at that. That's a ton of turnips. I'm not a fan of turnips. Most people don't like turnips because they're annoying. They're annoying beet vegetables. You know. But anyway.
So, what about it?
I am missing something.
So what about it, huh? Alright. Alright, so we need to show him the bottle, so let me highlight that. I thought I had it highlighted, but...
So?
I assume this is your special recipe?
That depends on who's asking. If it's the law, then I have nothing to do with this. If you're a customer, 2 shillings gets you a taste.
A fair price indeed. Unfortunately, this vintage is a bit full-bodied for my taste, but I would be very happy to recover a parcel that went missing near this very spot.
Oh, apparently he had it, so alright, there you go. Whoops. Let's see. Yeah, now we got the parcel, but also let's talk to the man with the silver medallion in our inventory.
What?
One other thing. Have you seen this before?
Yes, I saw it. One of the dock workers, an odd sort, gave it to a gang member, Brannock. He wanted Brannock to join their gang, or I don't know what. Must have been nigh on 2 weeks ago. 2 days later, he went missing, and not a word since.
This man who gave your friend the pendant, can you describe him?
Not very tall, strong, wearing a red cap, and he with a hare lip. You could likely find him near Warehouse 12. He told Brannock he worked there.
Thank you. By the way, my friend the postman feels badly used. You should change the recipe.
Oh, I was sure of that. Turnips weren't near rotted enough. Maybe they need a longer soaking in the gutter water. Now, off with a pair of you.
For those who don't know, hair lips are like, it's when hair lips are formed when like, it has something to do with how the baby either comes out of the womb or grows in the womb. But basically it stretches their lips up above their teeth, and so there's like a bit of a marking into their teeth or into their lip. Usually you can fix it either via surgery or something like that, or keep it depending on the person. Some people don't mind it, some people do. It's an interesting physical malady. Now we could give the guy the parcel, except he's not here anymore. So yeah, we have to go back to the pub, back to the Cursed Mermaid, to do this whole situation here. I mean, you could do this now, but we'll just do it when we get there. So you're probably wondering what has the parcel inside. Let's find out. I mean, most of the stuff ties it together. Yeah, you can tell that this game is a bit more explorative when it comes to, instead of, like in the previous game, there was only like a handful of locations that you went to. This one would go to quite a few different locations. So, alright, so we need to open up this parcel. So we need to drag the knife and put it on the parcel to open it. Yeah, see that little cog thing or whatever? That's an indicator that you can you could try to combine it with the knife or whatever. That's what that means. So anyway, we got a fake hand now, which is that one dude's. He was looking for it. So let's give that to him. Oops.
Good news, sir. Here is what you were waiting for.
Oh, thank you, sir. I could kiss you.
Here now, you can't just leave this laying about like that.
Lord love you, the scrapers ordered here as well. Come now, let's celebrate with a drink.
Alright, so I guess he doesn't need his hook hand anymore. So do you have anything else to say?
No, I have nothing to say to him.
Okay. And sometimes if you want to know like interactions, if you press the spacebar in a certain area, it'll tell you what you can interact with, for those who are curious. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier, but I knew of it, but I just forgot about it, so.
Have you found anything of importance, sir?
No, but I'll take
This
this.
should prove useful. I have no reason to go there.
Okay. There, let's go. Alright, now we need to go back to the dock area again. Yeah, a little bit of running back and forth, to tell you the truth. But luckily it's in first person mode. It goes by a bit more smooth. But yeah, this game does have a bit of meandering back and forth multiple times. Not every part of the game, but a few times. And luckily, since it's not stuttery or anything like that, I don't mind it so much. Yeah, the postman. I thought the guy was dead drunk. Like, why would he be walking around? You know what I mean? You think he would think he'd be hanging there for a while. Although if he hung in there too long, depending on what time of year it was, he'd probably die of hypothermia, you know, in this cold London air. Let's see, we're trying to find another dock around here. Dock number 12 is what we're looking for. That's a yeah, it's a picture of a door. Now that you can kind of tell some stuff that's like clearly not interactive. It's still funny though. There it is.
What a pity. The window is closed and the front door is barred. We must gain entry. But how?
But why in blazes are we breaking in? Ah, Holmes!
Maybe you could have worked better on that line read, Watson. Anyway, we need to, yeah, hook, rope. Yep, we made ourselves a hook. So now, whoops, press the wrong button there. Now we need to find a way to get inside. I think it's on the other side of the, yeah. Here's the rest of the place as well. An old-fashioned well. For those who don't want to pay water bills. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here.
Right, not on this one we don't need the let's see.
Yes, there is something here.
Let's see, it should be able to. Maybe it's another. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's like, yeah, what are we doing? Sherlock Holmes is just looking at us. We're like, so, Holmes, what are we doing? He's like, dude. Yeah, we're supposed to play as Watson for a second. So, all right, now we need to clean this up. So just hold the mouse button down and wipe over.
Bravo, Holmes.
Ah, it bites.
What? Okay, just the way he wrote that. But yeah, what we did is basically similar to that key trick, except it's the opposite way. You know, the key, like putting a piece of paper down, pushing it in. In this case, we hooked it over the line and pulled up. You saw, so.
A splendid catch, Watson, but I prefer to let it go. After you.
Uh-huh. And there's the hook or whatever it is, so.
I need something. I need something.
Yeah, we don't have anything for this one, so we'll have to find a crowbar or something like that. That's like
We can't do this in such a way. How could we lift up this weight?
Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson. No mystery can resist an agile mind.
So, be smart, player. Yeah, we need to attach the rope to that, but we need a few other things first, so. Well, whatever. So there's the. Let's see what this says. Let's see. That looks like a pin with blood on it.
The end of this hat pin is covered with blood.
There's a book here, or notebook, I mean. Number K 249360554. Name Amos, surname Colby, nationality United States, date and place of birth April 20th, 1852, Boston, Massachusetts. Entered the country August 22nd, 1894. And then a weird symbol, looks like a squid-like thing. Probably nothing important, right?
Look, Watson, a page torn from an American passport. One Amos Colby, 36 years old, from Boston, Massachusetts. He arrived here just 3 weeks ago. What business did he have here?
This drawing on the back of this page, it resembles some vision of a demon, and... Good God, Holmes! It was drawn with blood.
It would seem likely that whoever cut themselves with this pin is also the artist of this demoniac image.
Here now, this is hardly reassuring.
Yeah, I hope it's not Chris's blood. Maybe let's take this pipe.
This should prove useful.
Crowbar. What does it say there, actually? Yeah. Oh, iron bar, sorry.
Sales, and according to this tab, the case is measured 2 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter.
Oh, good to know. I definitely want to know that.
Someone has emptied these cases of sailcloth to hold something very different, but still suited to their particular form.
Oh, my God, Holmes, you do not mean that all these crates are better called coffins?
We're not playing Vampire right now. That's a different game. Actually, they never made a game where Sherlock Holmes deals with vampires, so forget about that part. So this game is the only thing that really comes the closest, and maybe the next game, the game after it with the Ripper, is the only game that really has mystical elements to it. The rest of the games are always based in reality. So this is like one of those like few weird weird games out of the series. Weird isn't different, like from the usual wheelhouse.
Blood.
Yes, Chris's blood and all that fun stuff. So, all right, let's see what else we got around here. I thought there was something else I could. Oh yeah, there's some footprints over here, as you can see.
Look closely, Watson. These marks upon the ground tell the tale. There were repeated trips made between the place with the sailcloth and that large box.
I see. Yeah, there's the where we need to. Okay, anyway. Oop. Yeah, looks like we can, oop. Let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, hello. Oh, there's something over here as well. Alright, so now that we filled that up, you probably have an idea of what we're doing, so. Surprised we were able to push it easier now that we filled that up with something. I think it's supposed to be just water or something like that that's inside it and put it in the cauldron there, so. But anyway. And then if you push that one, I think it pushes it back, so we don't want to do that though. Yeah, we just want to tie it to the cauldron to that, so.
I cannot do this.
You can't do this? Are you sure you can't do it? You don't have any other way to do that? But anyway, yeah, we have to use a knife.
Bravo, Holmes.
I knew I could do it. Why, a caveman could figure it out. Yeah.
Watson, we must inspect this place carefully and leave no stone unturned. We have little time.
What are you talking about daylight, the whole situation? Or someone's gonna come find us? Whatever. Man, it's dark in here.
Good God. Holmes, where are we?
Tread lightly, Watson. This place seems alive and watchful.
Did you read the script? Okay, yeah. As soon as you walk down at some point the lantern will automatically be turned on and you can walk down it, so it'll automatically go into your inventory when you walk too far in. What the? It's just like something out of like Egypt or something like that, you know? Some ancient caverns. Whoa. Yeah, now the game's getting interesting. There's one of the symbols there. Yeah, another set of symbols. Multiple different types. And then whatever this tentacled thing is. Are you having a jolly jaunt there, Watson? Yeah. Yeah, now we have a little light source while equipping it, so. Yeah, there's like a little symbol there, which we can switch to the different pictures, as you can see. So we have to figure out like where to put this thing. So anyway, we need to supposed to be. You're supposed to place it over the symbol. It's supposed to be like right here, something like that. Maybe a little bit further. Well, that's supposed to be, let's see. Yeah, we're supposed to basically get it to look like similar to the bar table situation, like when they had it. But I seem to be having trouble getting it to match. Okay, let me try that again, see, because here's the... There's some buttons. Whoops. You can press all these, whoops. Press all these different buttons and whatever. Yeah, definitely an interesting situation right here. Okay, let me, let's see. I guess I already... Try that again. It's supposed to just... Keep that. Maybe a little bit further, because it's supposed to be... I'm having a little trouble trying to get it over there. Yeah, sorry folks, like I generally this is what you're supposed to do, but for some reason I'm having trouble getting this to line up like it's supposed to. It's supposed to line up over here. Okay, well let me see if I can work some other stuff before we do that. So okay, so let's whoops, didn't mean to press that. Okay, so we need to press these in the way we saw on the table over the over the bar itself. So I need to press that one, and then that one, and then this one, and then this one. Oh, whoops, or... Okay, yep, that's what you're... I did do that right? Hold on, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're supposed to do this one, whoops, that one, that one. There we go. Sorry, I typed in the wrong one. I guess I did it right, because you're supposed to basically highlight the that there, and that's supposed to tell you like which symbols you're supposed to put in and stuff like that. But I guess you're just supposed to put it on. I thought Holmes said something when you highlighted it. Well, I guess I did it. But anyway, yeah, if you press them in the order from the table, that opens the door, so. Ooh. It's like some snake-like thing with eyes or whatever. And then a man with a evil face. Or, you know, teeth for face. Ugh. These are all drawn in blood. Ooh. Squid tentacles coming out of your mouth, huh?
A box full of pendants in the shape of a pelican. These are brothers to the one found at the Nepalese house. Quite useless. These trinkets are nothing but charming decoys.
Yeah, so nothing too fancy. Just so the boy got one of those emblems, huh? What was he involved in? Some cult or something like that? There's more symbols there, more of that one weird creature, more. Ooh. Looks like a demon or Vishnu the Destroyer or something like that. Who knows? I'm not an expert on Indian mythology, but looks like a guy has a turban, so maybe he's from Middle Eastern demon or something like that,
That smell. This water contains a strong opiate.
Yeah, drugs. Now, a lot of nice detail in the room.
metal boxes, and here is one that still bears a label. It is in the shape of a flower, which appears to be Edelweiss, and it is black. How remarkable. They are not common. I must take the contents of this box to Baker Street for a more thorough analysis.
Yeah, we got painted black. Or it was painted black. Someone's speaking black tongue or something like that, I don't know. Or speaking of demons or whatever, it's something like that. Ooh, a dead body. Oh. We'll check that in a second. Some of these designs look like something from like The Fly or something like that, like the teleporters in that. Does anyone seen that movie? I think it was the remake, not the original Fly, although the original Fly might have had this design too. It's been forever since I've watched the original. No, come on.
This should prove useful.
Yeah, was it coal? Yep, coal. Box of the flower, lantern, iron bar, okay. Yeah, more of those symbols. Bags and everything like that. No, someone's coat. Looks like a scientist's coat or something.
The left sleeve of this costume bears slight traces of blood, and here, the pocket is pierced. Aha! There appear to be papers inside.
Let's see. Northwood Agency. Any manner of discreet investigation. For you, we shall search the world. 154 Pennsylvania Lane, Boston, Massachusetts. Interesting. These guys running around without any pants. Oh, wait. We know what happened to him. Now, I thought there was a...
That smell. This water contains a strong opiate.
I thought there was something else I needed to check. There it is.
Opiate, beyond all doubt.
You are right. This is definitely an opiate. Holmes, could these villains be opium smugglers?
Maybe. Or they're using it to manipulate, or to addle people's brains. To, be susceptible. It's hard to say. Alright. Check the dead body.
What a horror!
Well, looks like a lovely fellow, Mr. Squidface, Mr. Tentacle. Is that an illithid? Are you a Mind Flayer? Actually, I think, yeah, Mind Flayers are based off the Cthulhuian design. Spoilers, this is the... Well, actually, I don't know if this is supposed to be Cthulhu specifically, but like one of his minions, but...
This message is engraved in some language unknown to me. I must make a copy of this message before the police arrive. A herd of buffalo could not leave a greater mess than the local constabulary.
Well, the police will only arrive when we tell them to, so we could take as much time as we want, because they don't know about this.
This message is engraved in some language unknown to me. I must make a copy of this...
Okay, never mind. I guess it's the same. For some reason, I thought it'd be slightly different, so... Oops. Alright, let's look at the poor man here. I don't want to look at him, though. Oh, thank you for covering up his junk. Looks like he's got a wound on his hand. That's a very realistic hand. I wonder if someone actually took a picture of their hand and just, like, photoshopped these damage on it. So, I don't know.
This man has a small wound on his left thumb. He must have drawn that strange figure in blood on the torn passport page.
Okay. Yeah, so this is our man who did the blood whole thing. Ooh, what's this?
This man fought hard before his tragic end. The dreadful-looking broken statuette reveals much about his terrible struggle.
Yeah, this weird Cthulhuian statue. Sorry, broken statue. We don't know what it actually is, even though we actually know what it is.
This man was bound with rope shortly before his death.
Huh. See him anything on his other hand?
This man's right index finger is coated with dust.
Let's see. I think that's the only thing I need to check on that hand anyway. Yeah, just the little details, man. It's crazy. Okay. See if that's it for... let's see. Oh yeah, we need to get a... I was trying to think for a second. Yeah, we need to get a rubbing of this, so we need to take this advertisement because we don't have paper on us. And then we need to take the coal and use a make a rubbing on it. Because the advertisement itself is inconsequential. It's just something that's we need. So, alright, there's the symbol, so we can try to decipher it later.
Excellent. A perfect copy of those symbols.
Bravo, Holmes.
I think that's it. I think I found everything, I believe. Yeah, poor man. Ugh. I mean, hopefully just died abruptly. Looks like they cut him up too. You can see the scars on his stomach. Alright, let's get out of here. At least I believe I found everything I need, so. Are you coming, Watson? I'll just go leave you in that creepy place. Okay. I think we're actually supposed to go... I guess I'll take one more double check, because I think we're just supposed to go to Baker Street at this point. Oops. Let me see. Just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. Like I said, sometimes there's a little bit of a... when I know I don't have to do the symbol because of... yeah, it's not letting me click on that, so...
A box full of pendant.
Okay, we already checked that. Yeah, so yeah, we already checked that.
Opiate. Beyond...
You are right. This is...
Yeah, that's... Oh, here we go.
What a peculiar drawing.
Piece of cloth found at Stenwick's on the door intel of the young Maori's room is definitely a woven flax. This cloth... Wait, why did it pop to this? Maybe it's... Oh, there's extra to it. It's definitely... The cloth was dyed not in England. Without the sliced out, the material originated in India. Taking into account the height of the intel, the only explanation of that... oh, wait, we already...
This unfortunate man must have interrupted the kidnappers while they were transferring their victims.
What are you speaking about?
All of the kidnapped people were kept here, and from the look of things, for some days. There must have been a good number of them, so they were drugged to keep them docile. Then, with the vile assistance of riffraff hired by Dirty Summers, they loaded these people into the missing cases from the warehouse. Last night, these poor unfortunates were loaded onto a waiting ship, their destination as yet unknown.
Oh my God! Holmes! Look!
Let's leave this place, Watson. We can do nothing here.
Yeah, was that not messed up? Man, talk about a creepy moment. Yeah, something that the Watson and Sherlock Holmes have never messed with in their journeys, huh? In the light of my discoveries, I've come to the following conclusion. The kidnapped people were held here for several days. There was a significant number of them. Therefore, the opiate mixture, opium and morphine, was applied, which rendered them docile and easy to control. These same people were then placed in the empty sail containers by Dirty Somers' men, loaded onto a ship. According to the statement of the barman from the harbor pub, this living cargo was stowed away at night, and as recent as yesterday, September 5th, the destination of these poor souls, unknown.
See that this is delivered to Mr. Holmes at the Diogenes Club as quickly as possible. Do not leave without his reply, though such insistence will undoubtedly cause Mycroft some distress.
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I am sending a letter to my dear brother and including a reference to the strange markings I found on the temple stones. Perhaps he can make something of them. Watson, I must know what was in the metal boxes that we found in this strange temple.
So yeah, Mycroft is, for those who don't remember, Holmes' smarter older brother who works in the government. He's super smart but super lazy. But yeah, he always gets basic information, either governmental or stuff that Mycroft might know. But we need to check that workbench on the information we found. But it looks like this tale of kidnapping has gone to another deeper, darker place. What was with that cult in there? What about that statuette? What were those things that crawled out of the creature? Can we find out more about the kidnapped people and where they went? Find out next time in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.